up, everybody? Welcome back. We are so glad to have you here. We are Naturally Shattered, and this is my amazing cast of super awesome players who do some of the best improv work I have seen on the interwebs. So, thank you all for joining us. We're just going to dive right into all this craziness. When we last left our intrepid heroes, they had escaped a rather dastardly fate, being sent to the reaping aboard a bunch of ships. Through a series of unfortunate events for the patriarchy troops, the ships came into some combat and destruction, which allowed our players to escape. After a brief combat on the beach, the unlucky heroes banded together to survive a wintry cold night. So as we pick up our episode, all of you are kind of huddled under Zardal's makeshift shelter out of the branches and leaves and things like that he had found earlier in the night. Yeah, food still being rather scarce, the snow still falls around you, and the baying of wolves can still be heard in the distance, which created a rather fitful night's sleep. You do know, however, that there is, in fact, a city to the north. So we will pick up with the sun rising over a cold, lightly snow-dusted forest scape, with all of you awaking for the morning.
I feel like Chip would just be kind of standing over the group, being the first one up, silent.
You're just standing there watching everyone sleep.
Pretty much.
I mean, anybody with kids can vouch that that's what they do.
That's where I learned it.
Celeste wakes up, rolls over, and just goes, "Shit! What the fuck?"
So you're not dead.
Not yet.
It just continues to stare.
I hear Celeste out crying. I'm like, I start stretching. It's like, ah.
You're a creepy kid.
Motionless.
There's kind of ways to wake people up.
I didn't wake anyone up.
Well, that's fine. Okay.
Celeste doesn't know what to say, so she just like turns around, ignores you, and starts packing stuff.
I head over to the fire to try to make something for everybody to eat.
Okay. Go ahead and do a wilderness survival check. Just see if there's anything kind of nearby.
Just so happens I trained in that. I have a 63 with a +5.
Nice. Everyone, good news. I woke up and suddenly I have a new skill.
I'm slowly regaining my freedom. So remembering things, I guess.
I like it. All right. So you do in fact find a couple of rabbits nearby. They don't appear to be like running, like they're not in hyper danger mode. They're just like kind of hopping around, like doing their own thing, completely unaffected, unworried.
All I have is my iron great axe. That's all I have. So I guess the only option I have is to try to run up and lop their little heads off.
Perfect. Give me some attack rolls.
Okay. Now, what 14 was the damage, but I forgot what the attack on the iron axe is.
So that would be dependent on your advancement that you took with heavy melee.
Yes, okay, that's the +5 then. So Take that real quick. All right. I got 80 plus a 5, 85.
Yeah, you nimbly and deftly separate the heads from the bodies.
Zardal awakes. I just dreamt I was a rabbit getting decapitated.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. He tests his neck, make sure it's connected.
It seems like your neck is connected. So Seamus, you come back with your rabbits. They still need to be, cleaned and prepared and all of that.
Ooh, can I have one of the tails?
Zardal seems terrified for some reason.
He truly was having an out-of-body experience.
No one has a dagger or anything like that, right?
I produced the ethereal scimitars.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of doing the same thing there,
So,
but that might have been a little threatening from Chip.
sorry, Juniper.
Fair. You
Sorry,
haven't
Juniper, I got to do
all
it.
day.
Zardal's like, this a knife.
Oh dear. Unfortunately, I don't have any knives to one up you with.
I believe
looks-
possibly that one of the guards had dropped a rusty dagger, but I'm not sure.
If you want to have a broken iron sword, I don't know if that'll help, but at least it's something.
Which part is broken? The handle or the blade?
I look deep in my soul, hoping that an Arcmaster will tell me.
I'm gonna go with the handle.
It's Schrodinger's iron sword.
Yes, so the handle is broken.
So you have to hold the blade.
Yes.
That's awesome. But I'm taking the axe and I'm trying to like clean up the rabbits and everything.
Okay.
Put them on a split.
Celeste looks a little bit green around the gills at seeing meat being prepared from animals because I don't think that's something she's experienced before.
I think Chip would actually try and summon like a small knife or something and hand that over to Seamus, or start cutting it. I don't know. Can I hand over summon items like that? Okay, then yeah, hand it over,
Oh, thank you.
and then he'll just
Still creepy.
sit down right next to you, watching, like intently staring at your work.
I give Chip, like I finish taking off the hide, I give Chip the hide. It's still
He
got
just kind of
viscera and stuff on it. I just hand it over to him.
he looks over it and then just kind of tosses it and discards it. Has no interest.
That was a gift.
A gift?
A gift.
That, and then just continues to stare again.
It's so pretty and beautiful. All the blood. You
Don't know where he's going yet, but yeah, that feels about right.
Seamus takes great care in preparing these rabbits, and you said you're just gonna put them on a spit and do it that way.
Yeah.
The lovely smells of cooked rabbit fills the air, and it doesn't sound like the baying of the wolves has gotten any closer, but there's definitely a sizable pack in the nearby area.
With my revamped and revitalized wilderness, I can tell that there's a large pack of wolves nearby. Does anyone need a coat?
I'll help you slay them.
Oh,
I'll take a coat.
ditto.
It will take a while.
I'm like intensely
Let's see
watching the
first.
rabbit cook so that I could like sneak extra little pieces as it's cooking off.
Nice.
Seamus is just eating a rabbit leg.
Delicious.
The coats may help us sneak by any unsuspecting guards as well. We can all
By
pretend
dressing
we're
as a
wolves.
wolf?
Yeah,
It's not that kind of coat.
sure it is. You just have to be determined enough to do it. It's all
Sorry,
about
guys.
confidence.
Sorry, I was like, not with that attitude. It's not.
Yeah.
It's all about confidence. Love that. So yes, everybody can have some rabbit as they see fit. It's very warm and filling in your bellies. Kind of refreshes you a little bit. Everybody feels a little better about things. And Seamus, if you want to start tracking down some wolves, I'm just gonna need a wilderness check.
83 plus 5, 88.
Go golly. It does not take you long to pick up the scent and trail of the wolves. And after a short, I'm going to say probably half a mile trek through the forest. I don't know who all went with him, but anybody who did go with him is seeing the same. After about a half a mile, you come to what appears to be a den. Playing outside of the den, you see there are 4 young wolves, and there is another that is kind of laying hidden further back in the den, kind of almost obscured by shadows.
How young are wolves? Like yearlings or like just a few months?
Probably yearlings, I'll say. They're just listed as young wolf.
Okay.
I think Chip would summon a rabbit as his familiar at this point.
Oh no. Okay, you summon a rabbit.
And then if no one does anything, I think he would send the rabbit over to the wolves as bait.
Yep.
Well,
that-
that's not, what Chip's trying to do is send the yeah, not for wolves though, for Seamus. He believes Seamus is going to chase the rabbit over to the wolves.
You know, that tracks even more.
Seamus just wanted to get food for everybody, man. It's,
Chip
it's
doesn't
not
know a whole
"Ooh,
lot.
rabbit." That's fair. Is it clear to Seamus that the rabbit is just conjured?
You probably would have seen it
Okay.
conjured next to him. Like if you weren't paying attention, like if you weren't at all paying attention,
I
but it
mean, he
wasn't
was
hidden.
staring.
Yeah, it wasn't hidden.
Okay. He was staring straight ahead, looking at the layout and see what was going on. Seamus starts counting.
That's what I figured you were rolling for.
I don't know if there's enough to make lots of coats. I might be able to just make one. Who's with me?
I will say that with the size of these young wolves, you probably wouldn't be able to make like a full like snuggie, but you could probably make everybody a cloak at least.
Fair enough. Well, Seamus raises his axe.
Zardal, while you've been doing that, has been trying to inch ever closer, sneaking to the best of his ability.
I like to think that you really think you're doing a good job, but
I'm like on all fours trying to pretend I'm a wolf.
but you're pulling a crunk and like doing your own sneaking music.
Dun dun dun
Yeah.
dun dun. dun. Yeah,
So yeah, Z is
Shame-
creeping forward.
Seamus isn't quite so stealthy, so he charges in, axe drawn, war cry going.
Behind the rabbit.
Yeah, I
Behind
was
the
gonna say,
rabbit.
Chip,
I'm
as
following the
far as
rabbit
you
in.
know, your plan's
It worked.
working.
Yep. Yep. That's
I
going in the
summon
notes.
scimitars on hearing the battle cry.
Is Celeste Dahlia? What
Uh,
is how are you handling all this?
when they said that they were going to hunt down some wolves, I figured I was staying behind to help clear up the campsite, and I
Same.
figured Celeste was staying.
Yeah.
Okay. Works for
Um,
me. So what are the two of you doing as far as like cleaning up the campsite?
Probably kicking dirt over the campfire, kind of spreading it out a little bit. I would also like to attempt to do some foraging in the nearby area. I picked up Apothecary 1, so I'd like to see if I can find any interesting ingredients in the area.
Oh, you would.
Uh, I have the table pulled up if that helps.
Yeah, that'd be good. So go ahead and give me a D100 roll for foraging.
Just a straight roll.
You would add your, was it brewing? Yeah, you would add your brewing.
I did. That's not going to help. That's an 8.
Yeah. Yeah. So despite your best efforts, everything being kind of under a little layer of snow, and it might be the wrong time of year for this place, but you're not finding anything that's applicable.
Yep.
But I mean, not for lack of trying. You do you find a few like berries and things like that that are edible. Something to round out the rabbit meat. So
I'm
Dahlia?
following Celeste around, giving her a hand when her hands are too full, or trying to make sure that the tracks that we're leading north from other people aren't getting too covered up by the snow, so we don't lose it. That kind of stuff.
Okay. Now, I'm going to say that the berries that you all find are blackberries. So they're kind of staining your fingers as you're picking them. Almost giving them like almost a bloody appearance.
Works for me.
Seamus, Chip, and Z. The three of you are going to have a surprise round on these wolves. But then we're going to head into initiative order. So if you could, what is your initiative rolls?
Do we still just roll the D100 or do we roll
Yes.
a D2? Okay.
76.
Wow,
Great.
Chip.
Nat 100, of course.
Perfect time.
Yeah.
That's when
I
I
got
wanted
it.
to use it.
I got a 3.
Okay, then.
Before we do start the combat here, I'm assuming Seamus would have given back the knife that Chip lended him, or no? Would he have by himself? Because I don't think Chip would have asked.
If you just gave it to him to like help scan and stuff, he probably gave it back. To be fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would have dissipated at this juncture,
Oh.
though.
Okay.
All
They
right.
only last for like a minute.
Got it.
So the three of you may make your attacks. These are young wolves, so they're not like super powered or anything. Hopefully, you all make short work of them. We shall see.
I got a 19 for my attack.
Okay, so Seamus charges in, swinging with his axe, and completely whiffs.
I think I'm only gonna have the familiar attack and Chip just kind of stay back watching.
That's traumatizing, but
So-
that is a hit. The
So my-
rabbit leaps
Does
at
it-
the wolf.
And I believe it's 5 damage from the rabbit.
The wolf lets out a yelp as the rabbit latches onto its throat.
It is Monty
What's
Python.
happening to our game?
I'm sorry.
How young are these wolves?
Yes.
What size would you describe them as?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the smallest one is the one I go towards, and I try and put it in either a shirt or a bag or some clothing. I'm trying to kidnap it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Give me an attack roll.
Would this be unarmed?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's a kidnapping tree.
64. Actually, second one.
Actually, third edition, 64 is in fact a hit. You managed to wrap up one of the wolves.
How far from camp are we?
About half a mile.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Run!
I was thinking about it.
I'd like to use my abduction and absconding traits, please.
Yeah.
2 new trees coming at you in third edition. So you snatch up this wolf, and it begins kind of like not yelping like in pain, but panic. And
I get that.
I mean, it's not making any more noise than the one that's, being throat checked by a rabbit. So there's that.
I'm
But
gonna
all
give
of
him a
this
piece of
commotion,
food that I've just kept with me, I guess.
Piece of the rabbit.
Yeah, some of the rabbit.
it managed to it sates it for a moment, but it has caught the attention of its parent, who begins exiting the cave, not at a charge or anything like that, just like a slow meander. Now the parent is roughly 5 foot at the shoulder, has absolute pristine and pure white fur, and each of its eyes are different colors. It has one brown, one blue.
Dibs.
And it is at this point that we will head into initiative order, which is Chip being first with a natural 100.
And the rabbit will attack again. That's a 35.
35 is a hit.
Let's do another 5 damage there. Just I would assume that it's thrashing now at this point.
Me too. I can't. Like, this rabbit's just losing it on this wolf. Like, generations
teeth.
of oppression is coming out through this rabbit.
For years, my brethren were.
Who is the hunted now?
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Squeaks of anger.
Yeah, squeaks of anger. Oh, Easter's not just a holiday.
Grabbed it
anymore.
with his beak.
No one puts baby in a cage.
Oh man. So is Chip himself doing anything, or just
Just watching for now.
you are terrifying? Just absolutely
Honestly, I love it.
just
makes my-
mortifying.
It makes my job really easy as a player too. Like, no, he's just watching. But I don't have to think
Yeah.
of anything.
You just sent a rabbit. He's good.
He's over there like rubbing his belly button with his
Can you-
finger. Like,
Can you do me a favor? On each one of your turns, can you describe how long it's been since the last time you blinked?
He's blinking way too frequently, actually. It's which makes it even more unnerving. It's like every half second he's blinking.
oh man, it's
I
like
like that the threshold
time.
is the threshold is
Is the eyelids this way or that way?
Too much.
no,
It's
don't-
both. One this way
yeah.
and one that way.
don't
Yeah.
give him ideas.
Just one is blinking.
He's also got
Like-
the people's eyebrow going up too at the same time.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Me either.
Imagine-
I'm just imagining, like, before you said that, like, Chip standing there completely unblinking to the point where, like, a fly could land on his eyeball,
Oh,
just like
around.
walk and then fly away, and he doesn't even blink at all. It's like, what is wrong with you? Anyway, Z, you're next.
I am going to try and rescue this infant wolf from the murderous hobos with a 98 plus.
Wow.
That's my sneak check. To try and abscond with the young wolf.
Okay. Yeah, they just kind of like deuce out, and none of the other wolves seem to notice. That's
Is
impressive.
so is there a tree or something that I might be able to securely hang the pack with the wolf in it from?
There is, yeah. We'll say that there is nearby.
I would like to put the wolf there in its packaging to keep it safe. And also
Okay.
so I can help if things come to a head. But that's going to take me like the next 2 turns probably.
I'll say that you'll be able to get back into things next turn. Just to
Well,
you
I'm
don't
gonna
have to-
really test it. Like I'm gonna stress test this tree. Like make sure I can't like
Oh my
the
gosh.
branch isn't gonna break under stress of it trying to escape. The last thing
Okay.
I want is for it to watch its whole family get murdered.
Well, I mean that does kind of set a tone. Seamus, you are next.
Okay. So whatever the closest wolf to me is, I'm going to take a swing on it. And that's a 56 plus 5, be 61.
That is a hit.
And that'll be 15 points of damage total.
15. Okay.
14 plus my 1 for the melee.
All right. So you kind of like cleave that wolf, and it looks very, very bloodied. Like you almost cut it in half. And it yelps and begins to start crawling away.
Oh, no, no.
All right. And then, so at this point, it's the wolves' turn. One of them is crawling away. One of them is being mauled relentlessly by a rabbit.
The rabbit does
They're-
have rabies, for the record. I want to make sure
You
we're all
course it
aware.
does.
It's foaming.
So the one tries to help its brother by attacking the rabbit.
I'd like a rabbit riddled with disease, please.
So one of the young wolves that is being destroyed at this moment turns to help its brother and bites at the rabbit and rolls a natural 1.
Love that.
Ends up biting its brother in the face. Because of
horrible.
the damage rating, the one being attacked by the rabbit falls unconscious.
Oh no.
This is
It is
going
now
very
the-
well.
It is now the parents' turn. Seamus, what is your armor?
I'm just plain 20.
Okay. So the larger wolf charges you, grabs hold of your leg, dealing 8 points of damage, and drags you to the ground.
Well, that's not good.
Its teeth are razor sharp and hurt very much. This will bring us all the way back around to Creepy Chip.
At this point, Chip will summon a knife again. Still not join the fight yet, but stay back and watch with weapon in hand. I don't think then I could still have the familiar attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then feeling the other wolf coming at him, he will jump as rabbits do onto the other wolf and probably completely overshoot it. With an
Yes,
18.
in its berserking rage, it misses its target.
And then I think that'll be it for now.
Okay. So that'll bring us back around to Z, who is stress testing this tree. It seems like it's definitely going to hold this wolf.
Okay. I give him another little piece of the rabbit jerky that it has become.
Okay.
Let it know it's safe for right now, and then I'll reproduce my scimitars and walk back over, keeping an eye on the wolf, make sure it doesn't get out, but also standing close enough to make sure that if I need to jump in, I can. And then I'm gonna sneak again just to be on the safe side since I didn't fight. 19, so obviously I'm hidden.
Yeah, obviously. Da-ba-da-ba-da.
I just go like,
grabs that one leaf near him. He's like,
I'm hidden now.
okay. So you are sneaking back. That brings us back to Seamus.
I'm obviously going to try to stop this thing from biting my leg. That is 98 plus 5, so that's 100.
Oh, wow. That's a critical hit.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Okay, how's the critical hit work again?
That
Double
is
damage.
double damage.
Okay, so 30 damage.
Wow. That is a huge hit. Now, since you were brought to the ground, you just bring your axe straight down on this wolf's head. You feel its mouth let go as the axe cleaves through its brain pan. Like, it is just such a huge hit. Like, blood kind of shoots out all over you. You know, axe body spray, that kind of thing.
It's the movement of the axe, and he's just. "Rah!"
And
New meaning to axe body spray.
yeah, the last wolf begins running into the forest. Now, the other one is still trying to crawl away. Celeste and Dahlia, you get back to the camp with all your berries and things like that. And as you are finishing up the camping area, you hear something coming through the forest towards you very quickly.
I'm gonna jump in front of Celeste in whatever that direction is.
Okay. In between you and the sound, I'm guessing.
Yes. Or yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna protect her from whatever the sound is.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Oak Skin on myself to give myself a little boost to my armor rating.
Okay. Yeah, casting the spell, your skin begins to take on the look of oak bark, and bursting out of some bushes nearby is a very clearly panic-stricken wolf young, not like a full grown, probably a couple years at most, and it is like hauling ass straight towards you.
Puppy! I'm gonna be like down on my knees, like, puppy, come here, puppy.
Does it look like it's gonna just run straight past us, or is it like, what's the vibe here? Is it coming to us for protection? Is it attacking us? What's the vibe?
All you can really get out of it is that it's extremely panicked, which, you know, wild animals are kind of unpredictable when they get into flight mode. So it does seem like its vision is not really set on you, if that makes sense. It's like its vision is almost set on what's past you, like, oh, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
gonna
just kind of
stick out a handful of rabbit meat and be like, puppy, wanna eat?
You know what, Tofu? Speechcraft it. Well, I'll give you a choice. You can either speechcraft or you can do wilderness survival.
I have neither either.
Ooh.
Oh, I almost missed one. Well,
Oh
Oh.
no. Oh no.
Hi.
Oh,
that tracks for Dahlia. Yeah.
yeah. So at this point, the wolf charges forward and in its panic lashes out. What is your armor rating?
24.
Ooh. So it lunges at you trying to bite, but unfortunately just misses.
Oh, must have been the gloves I put on from the other guy.
So it kind of like backs up at this point, and it's got its hackles up. It's growling and snarling, very upset.
I'm still entranced. I'm like, it's okay, puppy. You didn't mean that.
Dahlia, maybe we should just let it go by.
Oh, but it looks hurt.
Does this wolf look injured?
From what you can see on this wolf, the only blood that it has on it is around its mouth.
Okay. I don't know that it's hurt so much as it's hurt others.
Speaking of which, it's been a while since we've seen the others.
Do you think this is one of those wolves that they went looking for?
I mean, it came from that direction, so probably. Should we go check on them?
Maybe. Laffy, where's your rest of your family? Take us to them.
Speechcraft or survival.
I love the idea that this wolf lives in the wild and it understands language.
Right? So, not that it directly understands the language that Dahlia is speaking, but it is understanding her energy and her empathy. And you see its fur kind of go down a little bit, and it almost like kind of looks over its shoulder and turns around and begins running back towards the others.
Well, then that away, Celeste. Let's go.
Oh God. This is almost like a what's that, Lassie? There's a boy trapped down a well moment. Oh.
After
That'd
a
be
short little burst, little period of time, you come to a tree that seems to have some sort of like bag or shirt or cloak,
I'm still
hanging
close
from
enough
it.
to see it. My eyes on it.
and it's like kind of wriggling. And this other wolf comes and sits down under it, looking straight up at it. And Zardal just kind of like looks around the tree.
What's going on?
I'm taming a wolf.
How's that working out for you?
Well, I figured it'd be better at, it's a young wolf. Better to, raise it than, that. And then I just point to the mass chaos and hysteria behind me over my shoulder. There's rabbits eating wolves. There's a guy half covered in a bisected wolf.
Oh my gosh, is that a fluffy bunny?
Speaking of which, that
Don't
one
go
is
near
flying
it.
away. Can Seamus stomp on it to finish it
Oh,
off?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and put a check mark by that one as being dead.
Oh,
I mean, it's a 19, so.
did you guys also tame a wolf? It's sitting very well.
Talk to it.
Hey, no, he's just our friend.
What's his name?
Lassie. Isn't that right, Lassie?
Seamus puts his axe away and picks up the two, presumably the mother and the one of the yearlings, and holds them up triumphantly. And it's like, "Ah!"
As
Are there
soon as
more?
Seamus
Like
does
blood
that,
all over me, by the
Lassie
way.
suddenly goes into battle mode again.
Drops him.
Seamus, what did you do?
I think Seamus is about to kill Lassie.
Oh no. I'm gonna hug Lassie and protect Lassie's eyes.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna jump in front of Dahlia and Lassie and just kind of like take on what I think might be a fighting stance, but it's not.
Celeste is like,
Dahlia, higher or lower?
Lower.
Oh, you make my heart sad. With your choice of going lower, you grab hold of Lassie, and instead of getting your face torn off, Lassie calms down. Still growling towards Seamus, Lassie does seem to be slightly pacified. There is a
I'll
rabbit
look over at my
hopping
shoulder and be
around
like,
the
no,
battlefield.
Seamus, no.
The rabbit is completely covered in blood, but more unnerving is that the blood around its mouth is like dripping, like
It's foam and blood.
Little foam blood ready.
Yeah.
So
It's almost bubbling from the foam.
it's
Does
got
this
like
look like a
it's got 1,000-yard stare. It's just like this rabbit has seen some shit.
I'll be
does it
One
look
eye
like
twitching.
like a real rabbit, or can we tell that it's been conjured? Like, is it, I don't know, a little bit
Oh.
translucent or anything like that?
As far as I know, and David, correct me, summon familiars are just normal. They look like the normal creatures, don't they?
I can look at the spell description real quick.
I don't think there, if I remember correctly reading it, I don't think there was anything that stated it looks different.
Yeah.
This spell lookup is brought to you by Bleachers.com. Bleachers.com. Hey, you go to school. Do you have a baseball field that needs some seats? Bleachers.com.
Can we do an ad for Seamus pelt rentals or pelt collection?
Loincloth rentals.
Yeah.
It's got to be in the way that they used to do those old diamond commercials.
Wolf
Yeah,
extermination
just-
services.
It just says it's summoned.
Yep. So for all intents and purposes, yeah, it just looks like a normal rabbit.
I
I
would
think
say
for anyone who saw it summoned, we'd know, but
Yeah.
I don't think any of us saw that.
I think if anyone saw it attacking, it would have a pretty good idea too. Just
Something ain't right
from-
with that creature.
My point of view, I'd be like, did you guys find berries too? I think
Oh,
you
jeez.
overfed the bunny.
there's
We
no
found
other.
berries, and I hold
mean,
up my
there's-
hand.
There's
dead
no
wolf
other wolf.
carcasses.
There's no other wolves right now, right?
No.
Yeah, I would say at that moment, once it looks like the other wolf's under control, it would just disappear.
Oh, the rabbit just vanishes.
Yep.
So terrifying. Okay. All right. Your rabbit dissipates into the wind.
And only a pile of blood is left, blood and foam.
Oh, yuck. It just like falls from inches off the ground.
Yeah. It makes a like a
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
this is horrifying. When did this
Uh,
turn to a horror campaign? I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna take full responsibility here.
Seamus just
Zardal
thinks
takes
he's-
the
Good.
wolf cub backpack off and then takes the wolf out and tries to like calm it down, let it know it's okay, just generally nurture it.
all right. Give me wilderness survival, right? That's for making a pet.
I mean, we don't have to do that now.
Build a pet.
build a pet.
We can do that some other time when I've put points into it.
You just have a companion right now.
20.
Ooh. Hey, that's okay because the wolf rolled a 5.
Excellent.
It
Oh.
is one step closer to being your friend.
If I can just light you on fire, I could call you no.
I think Chip would come up to Seamus at this point, holding out the knife for him and gesturing towards one of the wolves.
Back at camp, my friend.
It just continues to hold the knife
Thank you.
and not point it at you, but offering, blade pointing down towards the ground, kind of holding the handle.
Seamus just takes it to be kind. It's like tucks it in his belt.
And it will disappear in
Yeah,
probably like 45 seconds.
Fair.
Gets back to camp like, oh man,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I dropped that somewhere.
Seamus does point his axe at the other two wolves, going, "Are we not killing these ones?
No.
No.
Why did you kill the other
So
two?
you don't want you don't want coats?
This one's more useful live.
Okay.
I mean, we found money on the people. Surely we could just buy coats.
Well, the forest provides.
So do the dead guys back at the beach.
I don't think it's like okay to make coats out of them though.
Then how do you people get clothed
No, I
Or-
mean
or
the
have food?
soldiers back at the boat. That's probably frowned upon.
Taking their
Chip
money?
might like it.
So
Chip
Celeste,
actually just shrugs, like, well, I don't get it.
Celeste, kind of holds out the coat that she's wearing and says, "Well, this came off one of them."
I like this better. Puts the big wolf around his
Okay.
shoulders.
Okay,
And
I'm walking back to camp.
perfect. I'm guessing everybody follows. And everyone returns back to your makeshift campsite. The fire has been put out and
Lassie come
cleaned
too?
up.
Or
Do
does
what?
Lassie go? Does Lassie come too, or does Lassie go?
Yes, Lassie comes too.
I'm just dragging.
The campfire's been put out. Things have been tidied up. It looks nice. There's a pile of berries.
I go to reach for the dagger to start, and it's gone.
Yeah.
And as soon as you reach for the dagger, realize it's gone. Chip's again holding it, like blade facing down in front of you.
That's a
Or-
very good trick.
Probably behind you. Like as you turn around to ask him for it, he's just got it ready for you.
That's a very good trick.
Seamus,
Picks it
you
up
have
and
to
starts
pay
walking.
him for each one.
I am making him something.
Oh, okay. Well, once that's settled, I think it's Chip, a gold per knife.
Why would I need a gold? He's making me a coat.
Okay.
Hint, hint. Seamus, give me wilderness survival as you make these cloaks.
Ooh, that's awesome. 67 is what I rolled, but plus the 5 would be 72?
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. You fashion 2 cloaks out of the wolf hides. You manage to repair the head of the parent that you kind of split in half almost. You make these things. They look really, really. I don't want to say nice, but not bad for somebody that is out here in the middle of the woods.
I think of the head as like a hood.
Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, awesome. So
Now-
obviously there's a little one, the big one. So I'll take the big one. I give the little one to Chip.
And Chip immediately holds it back out to you and says, "A gift."
Yes, but for you.
No. For you.
Okay, thank you. And I go over to like Dahlia and see if she wants it.
Lassie starts whimpering.
Yeah, like I think I'll just snuggle with Lassie for body.
Okay. So I don't know what else to do, so I just kind of like try to tie it around, like to get it around the waist,
You could probably
like making it a belt if I can.
You could probably sell it when we get to town.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, money.
Yes. Now are you trying, like, you're putting your hood up on your nice your cloak, making sure everything works and all that good stuff?
Yeah, testing it out.
Okay.
Got like an Assassin's Creed
so-
beak or something on it. Be awesome.
As you pull the hood up over your head there, everybody else in the party, you immediately notice that Seamus's eyes have changed color. One is brown and one is blue.
You got an eye thing going on.
Yes, I have 2 of them.
Okay.
Jesus.
Um,
I like to imagine that Zardal like face palms at least once a day with this group.
I just he'll like say the thing, and I think his thing now is just if it goes over people's heads, just okay. I'm not gonna explain it. It's fine. Whatever.
Hey, Miss, what color are your eyes normally?
It's a good question. I forget. I think I had him as I think I have him as blue. Yeah, blue.
Can you still see okay? Your eyes have kind of changed color.
I stick my hand out in front of me. Can I see everything okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I still see very well.
None of us got hurt in that combat, right? Or you did get hurt?
I got bit in the leg.
I'm going to pump a minor heal into you, also to see if it changes your eyes back.
How much does that regain?
That's 5 points of health back.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So it does return the health, but his eyes remain different colors.
I take the hood back down just because I don't need it up right now. And I just
Your eyes return to normal.
That's so strange. The hood seems to be doing something to your eyes.
Whoa, cool. Oh, when you put the hood on, do you feel anything different?
do I feel anything different?
Yeah, like do you have this urge to howl? Like, woo!
I mean, howling is fun. But that was more toward the story. Sorry. Do I feel any different?
Yeah.
Just
No,
wonder.
it's just the eyes. You don't feel an urge to howl or anything like that. But I mean, it does stand to reason that, I mean, if you're wearing a cloak that's changing your eyes, why not give it a shot?
I feel normal.
Okay, so no shame, Miss Puppy.
Are you going to try and put the hood up and howl, or just let that idea pass?
Sure. I'll do it for Dahlia. I'll put the hood up and I'll do my best interpretation of the wolf howl.
So the wolf howl is actually the activation word, and everybody watches as Seamus takes on the form of the adult wolf.
Oh, damn.
Puppy! Sorry, puppy!
That's what I'm talking about. The confidence thing. See,
It's come full circle. Can I talk or anything, or am I just the wolf?
So you cannot talk. You can understand all of your friends, but you cannot speak.
So it's just if I'm trying to, it's just coming out like
Yep.
Okay, stuff like that. Okay.
Does Lassie or the wolf that Zardal have respond?
So both of them, it seems like Zardal's wolf, it's almost like it's kind of forgotten about its family already.
mission accomplished.
It seems it
Part
seems
one down.
pretty well
Yeah.
like almost like
Basil.
newly imprinted on Zardal. But Lassie is like very confused, but hesitantly stepping towards Seamus and like kind of sniffing at the air.
At this point, Chip will summon his familiar as a rabbit again and run it past Wolf Seamus.
This
I'm gonna
kid,
be the
I swear to God.
storyteller on this one. What would I do in this moment? Like, am I in control of the wolf, or is the wolf like
No.
I'm still gonna have the animalistic tendencies to run after stuff?
You are in control.
I'm gonna
Okay.
walk over to Celeste
I just kind of look at it.
So you do not chase it.
I do not chase it.
I'll give you
Okay.
a gold to kill that rabbit.
I'm gonna like reach out and kind of scratch Seamus behind the ear.
The back foot starts tapping.
No, I'm supposed to be in control.
Just-
What is
Yeah,
this?
I was gonna say, just remember, he's in control of that. That was by choice.
I'm just going off of my own dog. That's just grab the right spot back there. The back foot starts going. I just assumed I would have the same reaction.
I don't know
Awesome.
if I can kill it, even if it is just summoned. I don't feel right killing things.
It's all good. That was a question more to see where your morals lie.
Chip walks over
Oh,
and then stabs it.
Okay.
Stabs his own summon.
Celeste is horrified.
I'm just trying to make sure you're not like Chip.
Wolf Seamus just
I
kind
think
of.
we can only have one.
I guess
we
I could
have to
just
have one?
dismissed it.
That was you dismissing it. Whenever you dismiss it, that's
You
what
just-
you do. Eternal
Wow.
He's like
dismissal.
picks it up by the ears and he's like,
God.
Oh my god.
Well, that's the thing now.
Cannon.
Great.
This is gonna be great.
So, you guys want to try and find that town somewhere?
You get an excited
Yes,
yip
please.
from Seamus Wolf.
Sh-
This is my life
Seamus,
now.
Mr. Wolf, bark once for yes, twice for no.
I bark once.
Is Seamus Wolf big enough to ride?
Ooh.
Probably for Chip.
I'm gonna say, yeah. I mean, he's 5 foot at the shoulder. So
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, Seamus non-wolf would have been big enough to carry Chip too.
Also true.
True.
What
That's-
happened to
Good.
the other cloak that you were wearing around your waist?
I
when you
have
turned
no
into
idea.
a wolf. Are you a wolf with a wolf cloak around your waist?
What are your shape shifting rules in this game, storyteller?
they
Did the clothes go
absorb into your form.
There you go. Okay.
So
It's like my axe and everything is part of the wolf.
There's a weird
Right.
flesh pocket.
Oh no. No.
Like
No,
a
pouch.
no prison,
Like I have
no
the pouch.
prison
Pouch.
pockets. No prison pockets.
I got a Joey hanging out in there.
It's
that
his
one
axe
howling all
handle
over
hanging
again.
out of a pouch.
Oh god. It's awesome.
Oh.
That's terrifying. I don't even want to think about that.
Learning all kinds of things today.
All right. So is everybody
I'm curious Ollie is curious as to what happens if you like howl again? Do you turn back into Seamus? You wanna try it?
I'll give it a shot. I'll try to howl again.
upon the second howl, you return to Seamus. However, you are on all fours.
Awesome.
I stayed there for a minute ago. That was freaky.
What kind of wolf was that?
A pretty one.
Yeah.
Solid.
I was a pretty wolf.
So at this point, everyone is prepared to head northward to find the city. So you travel for, I mean, a little while, probably 2 or 3 miles before coming to what appears to be a pretty decently used road. And as you follow the road northward, you come across a sign that reads Hester with an arrow pointing north. A bit off in the distance, you can see the walled city of Hester just sitting on the horizon. It's got some wagons and merchants and things like that coming and going out of the city itself. And as you get closer, you find 2 guards standing on either side of the gate as you approach. One steps forward and simply says, "Aye there be an entry tax you must pay. 50 gold coins for you to gain entry."
Each or
No,
together?
50 gold for the lot of you.
How much gold do you all have?
I don't
How
think
much?
I have any money.
No.
I'll hold up a finger and I'll be like, we'll get back to you on that.
What what does like the gate area look like? Like, is it walls and they're right in front of an entryway, or is there maybe a path around them?
I'm glad you asked. Allow me to put that map up on Roll20 for you all.
Woo! Sweet.
Excuse me, I need my computer now.
All right, so it doesn't look like there's really much other than the opening of that wall.
Correct. The wall itself is in the realm of 40 to 50 feet high. I apologize, Juniper. I don't know conversions, and
All right, I can work with feet. It's all good.
So, is it like 10 gold per person then? Is that why it's 50 for in total for all of us?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 50 for 10 gold apiece.
Okay.
Could
So-
you just give us a moment, and then I'll say, huddle. And pull
Like,
everyone
we
off to
need-
the side.
We
Everybody
need to
in.
huddle like far off though.
No, let's pull him into this.
I just want to, as we're sort of huddling, I want to watch and see what they say to other groups of people entering. Like, is this a genuine entry tax, or are they just like trying to scam us, basically?
So they are charging others who are coming in and out of the gate.
Is everyone paying?
Yep.
Fuck.
Well, we could have a distraction and pull them away, and then 4 of us could sneak in, and that way, technically, we'd only be paying 10 gold for the 5 of us.
I can cause a distraction. I have a couple gold. I can pay for myself
I mean, I could also
I-
cause a distraction.
if you want.
Celeste says, as much as I don't want to do this, and she pulls out all of the gold that she looted from the corpses at the beach, and there's like a pile of gold that's almost 80 gold looking sitting in her hands. And she says, I mean, I can pay for all of us, but we also need to buy food and, clothes and weapons and things.
Seamus kind of gestures to the forest again.
The forest. Oh man. I mean, I guess it provides. You did provide for you a good lot.
I mean,
I have 33 gold.
I have 19, so I don't mind being the distraction because it's not like I'm scared of them hurting me because I'm still going to pay my way in the end.
I honestly don't think Seamus got any gold at all. I was too busy fighting stuff on the beach.
I can pay for anyone who hasn't. Seamus, I can cover you if we want to be straight about it.
I
What
still
if-
have that. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say I still have that cloak. I'm going to walk up to the guy and say, "Can this be my portion of the gold?" And I hold it up.
He kind of takes a look at the pelt and, well, I mean, You know, this is pretty nice craftsmanship. Did you make this?
Yes, I had a fresh kill in the forest, about a half day's walk back that way, or however long it took us to get here.
You know, I'm gonna make you a deal for this. For this, y'all can just head in. And in fact, do you one better. You might want to talk to Bowen at Hester's Goods. Might have some work for you.
Thank you, friend.
No,
And
thank you. This is amazing.
I go walking straight to. I just go. We're allowed to go, and I just walk right through and start walking. I like just wait for the guys inside.
Huh.
Thank you so much to the guards and hustle through.
As we walk by, Chip will probably stare down one of the guards in almost like an exorcist way where his head's almost all the way turned back.
I hate so much about the things you choose to be.
The guards
Love me
are
the way you are.
the guards are like watching you enter, but not really like making any overt like, oh, you're not allowed in or stop being creepy. They're just like like
That
side eyeing
child's
him.
cursed.
Bombastic side eye.
What's
Oh,
the
no.
what's the mix of people like in here? Is this a multicultural place, or is it like dominated by one, what's the deal?
So predominantly, it is human. However, you do see that there are some Illyrias wandering around. Not very many, but there are some. And from what you can see, like right here in the beginning, it's just a nice mix of people. But all of the guards appear to be human. And there are no shortage of guards. I don't know. It's looking like on my screen and the screen being displayed, there's a little bit of a discrepancy, but that is okay because we are actually going to be wrapping up the session here as all of you have entered into Hester and are now trying to figure out what to do with yourselves at this point. Hester's Goods sits just south of the Hester Bell Tower, which is pretty much in the center of the city. It is a 4-story bell tower. You can see around the fountain, there's the Seabreak Inn. And if you can kind of look past Hester Goods, you can see the Weeping Dargoth Tavern, and you can smell the forge from Leander's Smithy. Turn to that part of the book here. So as the module states, you enter through the stone archway and are welcomed with the smell of the local blacksmith's forge, the hustle and bustle of the township itself, and the calls and yells of business. The inn and tavern are close to the town square and might be a good place to figure out how to rebuild your lives. There may be some work you can do for some businesses or even in the town's warlord, but for now, you travel to the inn and rest after a long journey for your freedom. And so when we pick up next time, we will be at the Seabreak Inn, waking up from a nice comfy bed and a rest. But with that, we are going to end tonight's episode on a happy note, not a creepy Chip note. Thank you to the players for joining us tonight. Thank you to all the viewers and listeners. We appreciate you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bells, head over to TikTok and Facebook and Twitter and all them crazy places to follow Shattered Tabletop Games. And you can see more amazing shows, better shows than the one that I do today. Thank you all very much. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.